Belle Fourche has a storied heritage as a rodeo town. Some of the most colorful characters in local rodeo history have been immortalized in bronze by a local artist and cowboy. Sculptor Tony T.R. Kitka sculpts what he knows, rodeo. Before he chose bronze as his medium, he was wrestling steers in the arena. His work features people he's known and the lifestyle he's lived. Kitka's sculptures can be seen at the Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame in Colorado Springs, at the Casey Tibbs Center in Fort Pierre, and several featured prominently in his hometown of Belle Fourche.
Well, I grew up around a rodeo family. My older brothers rodeoed, so it was just natural for myself to get into the sport. And also I went to a one-room schoolhouse where on Friday afternoons we'd have art class, and of course my main subject was doing rodeo animals and in my drawings, and later on getting into high school and art classes where I got introduced to the sculpting part. My rodeo career started out as a lot of kids with junior high rodeo on to high school and the amateur association, and then I did rodeo professionally more on a circuit level. And all the way along I was doing these sculptures of different rodeo events, rodeo people, and also started getting commissions.
One sculpture in particular stands out. At the corner of State Street and Fifth Avenue, a likeness of local legend Jerry Wayne Olson sits astride a buffalo holding an American flag.
Jerry had a unique thing with the buffalo where he could put him up on top a truck van. He went up on a ramp and was up above the truck on this van, and the space was about probably 8 by 12 on top of it. And then he put him up on top of a pedestal, which is about 16 inches in diameter. And he put all 4 hooves of the buffalo up on top of this pedestal, and then he would be on top of the buffalo himself. He'd ride the buffalo and spin him one way and then spin him the other, and all by command voice.
Although Jerry Olson is best known for his buffalo riding routines, his rodeo career goes much deeper.
I started into the steer wrestling at them rodeos, and you just did it as part of your work day. I guess I was better than average because I went to the national finals one time, and I was told with some contestants once, why don't you just quit your clowning and that and go 1 year and go rodeo? And they said in Bulldog. And I said, no, I love the way I'm making a living in rodeo, and I'll stay with it.
The Sturgis native was inducted into the Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame in 2001, and though he's since retired, his Buffalo act lives on in downtown Belle Fourche thanks to Tony Kitka.
So it was just kind of a natural thing for me to do. I was just in my way, I was just recording my lifetime and how it's evolved, the places I've been to, the people I've met, the things I've done. It's just telling a little bit of story 3-dimensionally about my life. I always wanted to give something back to those cowboys who had done so much for the area, where you could actually shake their hand and tell them, you know, what a good job they've done.